Have you heard of the 24-48 rule? I hadn't either until recently. But when I did hear about it, I found it fascinating. And if you're looking to build a business or an organization or a great team, it's a rule that you will find interesting. Hello and welcome to another edition of Chai with Pi, our weekly series of videos where I try and share simple lessons and stories that can help each of us become just a bit better. I was speaking at an insurance company event last week, and the CEO of that insurance company spoke about what he said was his 24-48 rule. My interest was piqued because it's a rule I hadn't heard of. And then, as the insurance company CEO went on to explain the rule, I was fascinated, and I said, wow, this is interesting. So what is the 24-48 rule? He essentially says that organizations are really compartmentalized into two parts. There is a 24 part and a 48 part. And the 24 and 48 refer to the ambient temperature at which those parts operate. So 24 degrees is the head office, the corporate office, the folks inside offices who take decisions and make policies. And the 48 degrees are the folks out there in the marketplace, the sales guys, the supply chain folks, the people working in factories and plants, the people who work at 48. And his point was that businesses depend on the 48s for their success. And if you want to be a successful business, he said, you've got to make sure that people who operate at the 24-degree temperature are always keeping the 48-degree folks in mind. What a great thought that was. Truly, businesses are not built inside air-conditioned conference rooms. They're not built inside boardrooms. They're built out there in the marketplace where typically customers part with hard-earned cash for products and services. And if you want to be a successful business, you want to make sure that you are paying heed to what's happening in that 48-degree environment. If you're making a policy inside a head office, try and ask yourself, what does this really mean for the folks in 48 degrees? If you're trying to make a great strategy, and you might think you've got the world's best strategy sitting inside your air-conditioned office, make sure you've tested it out there in the 48-degree environment. And as I thought of it, I said this is probably true across spheres. And my mind, of course, went to cricket. And I thought that think of the 24 degrees as what happens in the dressing room, or even in the nets, or in the dugout. And 48 is what happens out there in the field, right? You can have great strategies and you can have terrific tactics, but at the end, it's the execution on the field that will make a difference. 48 always trumps 24, whether it's sport, business, or life. So make sure, if you're one of those lucky people who work in that 24-degree environment, make sure you respect what's happening out there in the 48. That's all in this week's edition of Chai with Pi. Do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you like this video and you think somebody might benefit from it, do share it. That's all. Until next time, enjoy your chai.